Hello, everyone. It's Charity Oland with Fountain Mortgage, and I am back with Future Proof. If you haven't joined us the last 2 weeks, we are working our way through a digital marketing checklist for small business owners. This is specifically for real estate agents, but it would hold true for any small business owner. So if you're just joining us, be sure to go back and catch checklist item number 1 and 2. And number 1, we talk about establishing your domain name or claiming your URL website address. And in the second one, we talk about doing the same thing across your social media channels. So today you've joined us for the digital marketing checklist installment number 3. The third thing to check off your list is to go back to that website idea. A website is really the cornerstone for all of your digital marketing strategy. Everyone needs to have at least a simple website set up, apart from the one that's provided to you perhaps by your brokerage. This is where you're going to collect leads and provide useful information about your company and provide landing pages for everything else that you do. As you do call to actions through your print campaigns or email marketing or social media links, it's all going to link back to your website. So this is something you really want to put some time and effort into. And in fact, you can build it yourself, but I would recommend enlisting an expert when necessary. It's really not that expensive anymore. They say, and as far as the 2018 survey from Clutch says, that about a third of all business owners still do not have a web page. So you are not too late to the party on this, but it is absolutely critical to get it done. So what kinds of things should your website be doing for you? First and foremost, it should represent your brand in the way that it looks and feels, the colors, the logos. It should all tie together into the type of brand that you want to be known for and that you're trying to convey. And then if you don't know where to start, I say start with your About page. The About Me or About Us page, if you're running a team, should be powerful. It should let people know what it's like to visit with you, to get to know you. So try to write it in your voice. Doesn't need to be long. In fact, the shorter the better. But make it specific. Share some specific things about yourself. Don't just make it about the industry or how many years in the business you've been in. I'm going to hark back to your About message should have not you as the star, but your potential client as the star. So if you don't know how to do this, check out chapter 8 of Mike Weinberg's book called New Sales Simplified. When you talk to your customers, especially on an About Us page, it should really be answering the question for your client: what problem do you solve for me? So the next thing you need to think about with your website is making it mobile friendly. This is pretty easy to do. Most of the standard web building tools such as Squarespace or Wix will automatically optimize your website through their templates for mobile. What I mean by this is your website's going to look different on a computer screen or a desktop screen than it looks on a cell phone or on a iPad device, which is how most people are viewing it. So you want to make sure that it resizes and presents itself visually easily and pleasing on a mobile device. And then be sure on your website that you enable your social media links. So display those prominently at the top of the page, middle, bottom. Just make sure it's easy for people to visit you, which is what most people are doing once they visit your website. They want to see what you're like on the day-to-day by visiting your Facebook or your Instagram page. Finally, consider writing a blog. It's going to help you be found faster and better on Google when people search for you, and it's going to show that your website is not stale. It has fresh content. So even if it's just once a month, think about providing content that, again, is outside of the normal here's my listings type of blog. What kinds of problems do you solve for your customers? Why should they come to you? And what people are looking for in an age of information is not the information, because anyone can find the information online. They want the insight. What experience and insight can you provide on that blog to set yourself apart? And then finally, make sure you collect and review your metrics. This sounds a little bit more complicated than it probably is, but again, enlist the help of a web developer, which is not too expensive, or verse yourself on Google Analytics. That way you know where your customers are coming from, what pages are most popular, and you can really double down on the strategies that are working for you once you understand what those are. So today was all about step number 3 in our digital marketing checklist is getting your website established and getting it to really work for you. It is much more than just a pretty landing page. Again, it collects your leads. It speaks to who you are as a brand. It tells your message of how you solve people's problems and why you're the best choice when they are looking for someone to work with. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We love talking about this stuff. And we will see you next time for installment number 4 on our digital marketing checklist. Hope to see you soon and have a great day.